now that the Warriors, like we said, finally finished off the Kings in dramatic fashion, now they go up against a champion on their own right, the Los Angeles Lakers. How y'all feel about that series? Kind of early predictions, early feels. Heading into Game One.
Yeah, I think this is out of all the semifinals series that we're going to see. I think this might be the series to watch. Lakers versus Warriors, LeBron versus Steph. That rivalry that translated from Cavs versus Warriors to now we have the Lakers versus Warriors. Those two have been going at it for years now, and it just seems like the perfect matchup for both sides, right? To keep that rivalry going. Um, in terms of matchups, I feel like if we had to get the edge to one team, I would say the Lakers, just from a defensive standpoint. The Lakers have been really dominant post All Star break on defense. The regular season they were number one in defense post All Star, and then heading into the postseason, especially in the games against the Grizzlies, they were fifth allowed in points, first in field goal percentage allowed, and 3-point percentage allowed. They were fourth, and they have a 7.5 point differential. So the Lakers have been locking in on defense. Plus the Warriors, although they are offensive juggernaut, they have been struggling on the defensive end. They got blown out in a couple of their games against the Kings, so it's not a good look for them. And the fact that they went 7 games and now they have to turn around, you basically in 48 hours and play the Lakers game one, even though it's at home. I think it's going to be tough for them. So, how do you guys feel about that? The quick turnaround for this game for the Warriors into, I guess they play tomorrow, right? Tuesday?
Yeah.
I
Go
mean,
ahead, Law. Go ahead.
they're professional athletes. They should be conditioned well enough to go again. I mean, they're fine. I don't think there's anything big. I mean, it's not like they're traveling very far. They're going from Sacramento to Golden. They didn't have to go anywhere. They stayed in the same state. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the series, we're going to be talking about, how someone's going to get worn out or some game series. I'm not looking too much into it because neither one of these teams are leaving their home state in any of the games. They're going to go home and sleep in their own freaking bed every night. So, and nothing changes there. I mean, you did talk about a little slander towards that Warriors defense, but they're also playing one of the best offensive teams in the entire league during this season. So why don't you cut them a little slack there? They're also going against a bunch of young guys, and they're a bunch of older guys, and now they don't have to worry about that because they got an old ass man on the other side playing this time. So maybe his knees give out this game. Can always hope. Old man's knees give out. Anywho,
Yeah. They've been hoping for 20 years.
Yeah.
Draymond's gonna be going for the knees this time.
Oh yeah, he's stepping right on your.
No, that's his boy. That's his boy. He can't mess up his business. Can't be messing up his business.
He can't touch the king. He's gonna get $1 billion fine.
He's gonna be like,
yeah, can't touch the king. Come on now.
Anywho, I don't know. I think in terms of matchup wise, I think the Warriors. I mean, you're giving a lot of credit to the Lakers. I haven't thought the Lakers were all that good. The Lakers got really lucky. They got to get beat up on a beat up Memphis team, and they barely could do that in certain games, which was kind of sad. I mean, the fact that the game went 6 games, and Ja had a broken hand, pretty much. I mean, it's not broken, but you make your hand go back that far and see how you play. I don't know. I like the Warriors in this one. I think just based on chemistry, just winning, like playing playoff games before, like half the Lakers team they haven't played in playoff games. Like really, really Hachimura. I mean, I don't think you can count that series back in the day when he went to the 8th seed with Russell Westbrook, and I don't count that. Your white chocolate.
No.
We don't know how he's going to do in the next round. I mean, come on now. You're giving a lot of hate to this Warriors team.
Kobe of the Ozarks. Come on, put some respect on the name.
Do you even know where the Ozarks are?
I was with you till you said Kobe.
Hey, that's what Onk said. I'm a rival Onk. Come on now. I don't know, but Onk said it, so it must be good. Come on now.
Coming out of Missouri.
I would say, man, like I see both y'all points, and honestly, I'm kind of torn on this series too because the Lakers are a 7th seed, and they squeaked into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Warriors, like I mean, they're at where they should be, but it's like that the series with the Kings, it was just like they had a series with Memphis last year. It was like the young, hungry team trying to knock off the proven veterans, the champions, and it didn't work for Memphis, and it ain't worked for the Kings. And for the familiarity with the Kings had because they had Mike Brown. He literally was on the staff. He won championships with the Warriors, so
Yeah.
he knows that team. And I think no question about it, they could probably get back next year, but they kind of were like a surprise team. Like nobody really expected not only the Kings to go to the playoffs, but be a top seed in the playoffs. So that said, it's like the Warriors are battle tested. Just like I don't look at it on a totality kind of scale. I look at it as like in this season, like in these moments, like what have you done? They've beaten a team that technically during the regular season has performed better than them and has familiarity just from like the coaching standpoint, like the X's and O's standpoint. The
Yeah.
Lakers do have that familiarity where LeBron has been in a series against these guys, but nobody else. And they're a couple seasons removed now from actually winning a championship just straight outright, where the Warriors just won one. So
Yeah.
it's like, like the Lakers have some momentum by knocking off a team that they should have lost to, a younger team as well. It's kind of a pick 'em. It depends on who's going to be the best player. I always tell y'all, like, I don't focus on like it's got to be like a whole bunch of this the team here, like the 12th man here, the 8th dude off the bench. It ain't gonna come down to that. It's gonna come down to LeBron. It's gonna come down to AD. It's gonna come down to Steph, Clay, and to some point Dre, like what he does, like from a
Yeah.
totality standpoint. He's like the heartbeat, but like a double kind of dude. Like, can he be solid enough? So
I
honestly,
agree.
it's going to be a good series. I say whoever wins game one is probably going to end up winning the series. To be honest with you, I'll give it right now to the Warriors. But yeah, I mean, I kind of just have to give it to the Warriors. The Lakers have what it takes. Just if you were asked, like, if this was LeBron 2-3 years ago, yeah, I'd probably give it to the Lakers just with the team that they have and LeBron. But LeBron now, I don't know, because AD's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? To just be like here, and that's what bothers me about the Lakers is like that team could be running through the West, and it just because they can't do it because they cannot just say here. LeBron can't just say here. AD take us, and even if he did, like right now, the results are you were a 7th seed and you had to get into the play-in. So even if LeBron took off the whole doggone season, didn't come back into the playoffs, it's like, will we even make it? So I don't know. I got the Warriors based off just like right now this season, they've been the more consistent team. Both are battle tested, so it's going to be a fun one though. I definitely agree with you on that. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Lakers and Warriors is definitely, like I said earlier, going to be probably the best series we're going to see.
Yeah.
In the second round. You guys already know I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I'm going with GOAT. I mean, I just can't root against the man. In year 20, he's doing unbelievable things. When Anthony Davis is actually locked in and loaded, he's playing unbelievable. I think the Lakers have just been playing really well. From defense and offensively as well. They did pretty well against the Grizzlies, which in their own right are a really good defensive team.
Yeah.
Triple J, he won Defensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Brooks, even with all the trash talking and the antics, he's actually
Bro, put him down.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually like a average like defender, above average probably. So yeah, I mean, they did really well against the Grizzlies. I thought that series could have gone 7, but luckily it went 6, and the Lakers are rested up. Hopefully they regain focus, and they're gonna be the more rested team going into game 1. So I'm kind of with you right there, Tevin. I feel like whoever wins game 1 / whoever wins on the road first is probably going to be the victor of the series, because both teams aren't particularly good on the road, so it'll be interesting to see who can pull off that first road victory. I feel like for the Lakers, game 1 isn't a must win, but if they want to win the series, a game 1 win would do them wonders.
Yeah, for sure.
Just make it easier for them down the road. So yeah, I'm going Lakers. They got Draymond Green, they got CeeLo Green. It don't matter. Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6.
Doc, call a sweep. Call a sweep. Get the broom. Hold on. Let me go. Where the broom at? Get the broom and call it.
Nah, I think the Warriors, like you said, they got that championship DNA, but I mean, we got GOAT DNA, so it don't matter.
Yeah. I will say, like, in terms of like on the court, it's definitely going to come down to the Lakers are a better playmaking team, and the Warriors are a better shooting team. So really, like, who's going to be able to control those two factors? Like, their biggest factors of the two teams. Can the Lakers just make enough plays? And like basically I outplay them, but can they just make enough plays? Like, can LeBron make those passes? Can those guys like Austin Reeves, can they step up, hit them big shots? Can Rui play some defense, make some shots? Basically be like their Andrew Wiggins in a way, in low key. And for the Warriors, all you got to do is, can we knock down enough shots? Because they're going to shoot the lights out of the gym, and no one can beat them at any point in time. If the Warriors are on Clay, Steph, of course, Andrew Wiggins, if he's hitting shots, Looney controlling the boards, like, you really just don't have a shot. So it really it comes down to that for me. Shot making and playmaking are going to be, like, I feel like, the two biggest factors for both teams.
Yeah, I agree. Especially for the Warriors, I think rebounding is going to be really big.
Yeah.
I mean, they're outmatched with the Lakers have a lot of guys 6'9" and above. I mean, Rui, AD, Mo, which, I mean, they don't really play, but I feel like in this series he might get some action.
Yeah, Braun's still bang too.
Braun is getting rebounds like crazy. So the Warriors going to have to really do good on the boards, some team rebounding, because Looney can't do it all by himself, right? So he's going to need some help. And these young guys on the Warriors going to have to step up too. I mean, Kuminga, when he gets in, is going to have to, get some really good minutes and get some good production. Poole, he just can't keep having these busts of games, man. Like, he's got to step it up, I feel like, if the Warriors want a chance.
Yeah, he's too much of a spark for me, for him to be like ghosting at times. They really lean on him to be like, not in a way like what Dre is for them, but like that almost like a 6-man, like, he's that important to the team. Like, if he's on, ain't nobody beating us. That's how I feel like when the Warriors really have Poole. They're like, all right, you just not beating us. Like, look what happened in the finals. As soon as Poole was hitting half-court shots, giving them buckets off the bench, the Celtics were done.
Yeah. Poole, I mean, if you're better, his unders have hit like almost every game this series. So that's not a good look. And I'm pretty sure they weren't even that high. So Poole needs to play better. Wiggins has been up and down. So it'll be interesting to see some of the younger guys on Golden State, if they can really step up against, like Lawrence said earlier, like the Lakers are older. There's more vets on that team. So, they're a little bit more seasoned. So we'll see how the young guys play. How do you feel, Lawrence, about the young guys on the Warriors?
Okay, we're talking about seasoned Laker players with very little, postseason play. I mean, not a lot of them have much postseason play, so I don't know. I think you're right about Jordan Poole, but I also think maybe you should let Poole play with the first team a little bit more. I mean, maybe you're a little scared that Curry's going to be a little tired. Maybe let Curry chill out a little bit more in the first half in the first game of the first series, so that way he can come lights out in the second half, that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know, because my thing with Poole is they're making the man play with the second team a lot more, and like the only one that's actually joining him on the second team is kind of Dre, and Dre's good in assists, but Poole can get open on his own, so he doesn't really need Dre. That's not what he needs. And then they sometimes doesn't let him play with Wiggins. Not really, but maybe the only one that's on that court at the time that when Poole's on the court is Dre. And in my opinion, those two, maybe because he punched him in the face, don't really clash together really well. They don't mesh.
Something to do with it.
So I mean, that's just something I'm thinking about. I think that it's going to be really important that Dre and
that's a good point.
Looney just kind of beat the crap out of AD first two games at home. When the refs are probably going to be on your side, let's be realistic. Yeah, you're at home. The refs are probably going to be a little bit more aiding towards you. I mean, AD's a liability at all times. Like, the man could be getting out a gallon of milk out of his fridge, and you're scared he's going to pull a muscle. So you automatically gonna
that ain't right.
Automatically gotta that ain't right. After the first two games, like, that's gotta be instinct. You just gotta go for him. Maybe hurt him a little bit, So that's how I think. I think Warriors in 6. I'm gonna go opposite of Markel. I think Warriors in 6. I don't. And you guys keep saying this is gonna be the most interesting game and the most interesting game. I don't know. After watching, a most interesting series. After watching Jimmy Butler get hurt, I think that series now.
He ain't hurt. He ain't hurt.
I think that series gets way more interesting.
Hey,
Heat 5.
Himmy good. Himmy good. He will go ahead, take that little, you know what I'm saying, backdoor shot. He'll be all right.
Yeah,
He'll
got some vibranium. He's good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got Warriors in 7. This series I feel like should go 7. Depending on how AD plays, isn't squarely that, because he is still, like, even with Looney, who's a dog, even with Dre, who a Hall of Famer, he's still the best big in period. So
yeah,
he's just got to step up. This is his series to really prove to the Lakers that at some point it's like, can we just give you the team? Can we trust you with the franchise? Is you the franchise dude, or you know what I'm saying? Are we eventually gonna have to move from AD? So I think this is a series to kind of just prove, like, I don't care who you are, I don't care what it is, the circumstances, I am still a top 75 player of all times in the NBA.
Gotta prove the doubters wrong.
Yeah, that's what his peers said. That's what he got the little jacket. So, like, if you one of them, then, you know what I'm saying, you kind of gotta step up. Because I mean, like, let's take into account, like, Giannis, for instance. Like, Giannis pretty much did that without a LeBron. So you gotta, in today's game, we've seen that happened. So you kind of don't have as many excuses. I love AD, I love his game, but yeah, it's kind of his series to win.
I think
I agree.
So I got Warriors in 7, but I wouldn't be.
I think another thing with either one of these teams.
Hello there, and welcome to the MTL Sports Podcast. Thank you for watching this video clip of one of our most recent episodes. Please drop a like, drop a comment in the comment section below, and also please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with the most recent MTL Sports Podcast content. For those that don't know, we are also available on Spotify for those who listen audio only. Once again, thank you so much, and this is the MTL Sports Podcast. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here.